Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Essential series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we are going to discuss the important topics from the Hindu, Indian Express, PIB and other government sources, especially with respect to the prelims perspective. So today let's discuss the topics of this 19th of August 2025. First, we are going to discuss about the Election Commission of India, and second about the e-Jagriti portal, third about the Amnesty International, and fourth about the AGO, and finally Republic of Congo country mapping as part of the African continent mapping series. So starting with our first topic, that is the Election Commission of India. So why we are discussing this constitutional body right now? Because we have been witnessing in the news that regarding the allegations by Rahul Gandhi regarding the electoral fraud which was conducted in the Maharashtra in one of the in one of the assembly constituency. So regarding that, the chief election commissioner has organized a press conference, and in that press conference what he said, he just dismissed the allegations of the electoral fraud as the baseless and the invalid. So regarding his press conference, the indie bloc or the opposition is claiming that the chief election commissioner has failed to question, he has failed to answer their particular questions. He just dismissed that allegations as the baseless and the invalid and gave the vague reply. So regarding that, the indie bloc, that is the opposition, is considering the moving the motion of for removal of this chief election commissioner during this ongoing parliament session. So let's see in detail about this constitutional body. So coming to the provisions of this Election Commission of India, the Article 324 of the Indian Constitution provides for a Election Commission of India as an independent constitutional body, which is entrusted to conduct the free and the fair elections. So who, to which authorities or to which organizations it will conduct the elections? The ECI is entrusted to conduct elections for the members of the parliament, members of the legislative assemblies, and as well as the office of the president and the vice president. And there is also an act, that is the CSE and other election commissioners appointment conditions of service and term of office act 2023. This act was followed by the Supreme Court judgment on this Anup Baranwal versus Union of India case. Anup Bharanwal versus Union of India case 2023. So in this judgment, the Supreme Court has said that yes, there should be a committee for the appointment of these chief election commissioners and other election commissioners. So this Supreme Court has selected a committee or appointed a committee, saying that this committee should consist of Prime Minister as chairman and the leader of the opposition as the member, and as well as the judges or this chief justice of India or the Supreme Court judge as the members. But what this act has told, so following this act, following the Supreme Court judgment, the government has passed this CEC and other election commissioners appointment conditions of service and the terms of office act 2023. This act will give the provisions regarding the appointment, tenure and the removal process of the chief election commissioners. So let's see in detail what this act will tell about this appointment, tenure and the removal. So coming to this act says that the election commission, which consists of the chief election commissioner and as well as the number of election commissioners, which is decided by the president from time to time. So as per this act, we have one chief election commissioners and other election commissioners also. And the number of election commissioners have been decided by the president from time to time. And what are the qualifications? Who will be appointed as this chief election commissioner or the election commissioner? See, the person who is holding or have held a post equivalent to the rank of the secretary to the government of India. This is the first criteria. The person who is equivalent to the rank of the secretary to the government of India, and the person shall be of the with integrity, and also the person should have the knowledge of and experience in management and the conduct of elections. So these are the qualifications for appointing the a person as the election commissioner member or the chief election commissioner. And for this appointment, see, the Act has included one search committee. So this search committee consists of the Minister of Law and Justice as the chairman and other two other members. Those two other members are not below the rank of the secretary to the government of India. So what is this search committee will do? What is the function of the search committee? So this search committee will prepare a panel of 5%. So this search committee will prepare or we select a panel of 5%, the persons to be appointed as this these 5 persons are eligible for the appointment of this Election Commission of India. And after this search committee will forward this 5% to the selection committee. Now, who's this? Now, what is the composition of the selection committee? It is a 3-member selection committee. It includes the Prime Minister as the chairperson and the leader of opposition in the House of the People. See, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha as a member, and other member is the union cabinet minister to be nominated by the prime minister as the other member. So here this is different with compared to this Supreme Court appointed selection committee. In that the judiciary member will be there, but this act provided for the union cabinet minister to be nominated by the prime minister as a member. So this selection committee from these 5 members will recommend the names of the final names for this election commission. And the power of the selection committee include the selection committee will regulate its own procedure. And see here, this is the important here. This selection committee will also consider any other person than those included in the panel by the search committee. So there is no mandatory condition that yes, the selection committee has to choose from only those 5 persons which have been recommended by the search committee. No, it is not that case. The selection committee, if it considers any other person as eligible to for this post of the election commission, which is not included in these 5 persons which have been given by the search committee, the selection committee has the power to choose the other person also. So who will, yes, now the persons have been selected. So now who will appoint the persons? The appointment will be made by the president by warrant under his hand and seal. Now coming to the term of office, the election commission members will hold the office for a term of 6 years or till the age of attaining 65 years, whichever is earlier. And both the chief election commissioner and the election commissioners are not eligible for reappointment for their particular post, not eligible for the reappointment. So the members can also resign by writing under his hand address to the president, and they can be removed by on the grounds of the judge of a Supreme Court. So the members of this election commission can be removed on the grounds in the same procedure how this judge of a Supreme Court is removed. So regarding this judge of a Supreme Court removal, we have already discussed 2 times in this Everyday Essential series only. But now I will give you the gist of this removal process. So how this judge of a Supreme Court will be removed? Under Article 124. Under Article 124, the process for remove. Under the Article 124 of the Indian Constitution tells us that the judge of a Supreme Court can be removed on the grounds of the proved misbehavior or the incapacity. This proved misbehavior and incapacity are not defined in the Constitution. So how we will get to know who is the so if these are not defined in the Constitution, how we can remove the judge of a Supreme Court? Further, the Parliament created a Judges Inquiry Act 1968. 1968. So this act has provided a detailed procedure for the process of the removal of the judge of the Supreme Court as well as the High Court. But here remember the Chief Election Commissioner have been removed by the on according to the process on the same grounds of this judge of Supreme Court only. Remember, judge of the Supreme Court. Now coming to the procedure, this act told that, see, first there has to be a motion passed whether in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha. If the motion has to be passed in the Lok Sabha, it should have the support of the 100 members. If it is in the Rajya Sabha, it should have the support of this 50 members. So to whether to accept this motion or to reject this motion, the power to accept or reject this motion lies in the chairperson of this respective house, whether it is a speaker from the Lok Sabha or the chairman of this Rajya Sabha. So after admitting the motion, this chairman will establish a 3-member committee. It will include the judge of a Supreme Court, judge of the particular High Court, CJ of that particular High Court, and the distinguished jurist. So after submitting the so these 3-member committee, these 3 persons will analyze and they will submit the report to the parliament. And the parliament, that motion has to be passed by the parliament, both the houses, both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will have to pass this motion by special majority. That is the 2/3 of the members present and voting. And then the president will remove that person or the judge from that office. So this is the removal process of the judge of the Supreme Court. It will also go same with the chief election commissioner and the other election commissioners. Now coming to the second topic, that is the e-Jagriti portal. So why we are discussing this? See, in a significant achievement for the consumer grievance redressal in the country, 10 states along with the NCDRC, that is the National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, recorded a disposal rate of over 100%. See, 100% disposal rate in the month of July 2020, the last month, on this e-Jagriti portal. So this is a significant achievement, right? Disposing every case recorded in this e-Jagriti portal. So let's see about this e-Jagriti portal. So e-Jagriti stands for the justice and the grievance redressal through information technology and the innovation. It was launched on 1st January 2025 under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and the Public Distribution. It was mainly launched to strengthen the consumer grievance redressal mechanism. Grievance redressal, if the consumers has any problem, so they can put up their problems on this e-Jagriti portal. And its objective is for the computerization and the networking of all consumer commissions. All consumer commissions at the national, state, and the district levels under one roof. So all consumer commissions of this national, state, and the district level will be active on this e-Jagriti portal under one roof. They all come up under this one roof, so that they will ensure the transparency, efficiency, and the speedy resolution of the consumer disputes. Remember, e-Jagriti is a consumer dispute redressal mechanism which was announced or launched by the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and the Public Distribution. Now moving to a third topic, that is the Amnesty International. So why we are discussing this? See, regarding this starvation of in the Gaza situation, many organizations and many NGOs are looking after this incident, and they are covering the issue and issuing the warnings also. So in that perspective only, now Amnesty International, which is the rights group Amnesty International, accused Israel of enacting a deliberate policy. See, it is saying that Israel has been enacting a deliberate policy. Intentionally, they are starving the Gaza. Deliberate policy of starvation in Gaza as the UN and the aid groups warn a famine in the Palestinian territory. So what is this international Amnesty International. So it is an international NGO which was founded in 1961 by a lawyer known as the Peter Benenson in the United Kingdom, and it is headquartered in the United Kingdom. It now operates in overall the world regarding the rights issues, and it has more than million members as the groups and the volunteers under this international NGO, that is Amnesty International. So what is its mission? Its mission is that everyone can enjoy the human rights enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948 and of the International Human Rights Mechanism. Its mission is just one and one only. Every human being has the right to enjoy the human rights, which are enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and other international human rights mechanism. So, for its contribution of recognition or fighting for this human rights preservation, it was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in the year 1977. Remember, Amnesty International is a rights group, international NGO based in United Kingdom. And moving to a fourth topic, that is AGRO. So what is this AGRO and why we are discussing this? See, according to a report published in June by the UK-based charity which is known as the Donkey Sanctuary. It is an NGO which will look after the donkey's well-being. So that this donkey sanctuary has published a report in the June which said that nearly 6 million donkeys are killed every year. See, 6 million donkeys are killed every year just to produce a traditional Chinese medicine called AGRO. So this is a traditional Chinese medicine. To produce this AGO, nearly 6 million donkeys are being killed every year globally. So let's see about some more statistics. So the report said that in 2013, 3,200 tons of this AGO was produced by killing more than 1 million donkeys. And in 2021, around 15,700 tons of AGO was produced by killing more than 6 million donkeys. And the report also estimated that by the year 2027, around 18,000 tons of this AGO will produce by killing more than 6.8 million donkeys. So this was given by the Donkey Sanctuary, UK-based NGO, in its report "Stolen Donkeys, Stolen Future." And it also said that the population of the donkeys in China has declined, and there is a global supply and demand mismatch. Supply and demand mismatch for this AGO. For that, to accommodate the demands for this AGO, what is China doing? China is importing these donkeys from the South American countries, especially from Colombia and Brazil, and also from African countries like Ethiopia and Kenya. So now the donkeys in the China has declined. Now it is importing, as it is importing from this South America and Africa. So there also these donkeys have been in decline. So regarding this, in 2024, the African Union has banned this export of donkeys. But however, the illegal export have been occurring from this Africa. So this is the statistics given by the Stolen Donkeys, Stolen Future of this report given by the Donkey Sanctuary. So now coming to this AGO, which is also known as the Cola coriacini or the donkey hide glue. So what is this AGO basically means? It is produced from the collagen or the gelatin extracted from the donkey skin. So this comes from the donkey skin. So what they will do, they will boil this donkey skin under extreme temperatures and they will produce this AGO like a gelatin. And after extracting from this donkey skin, they will heat this and some kind of hard surface will come like gelatin, and that gelatin will be mixed with the herbs and other ingredients to create bars, pills or liquids also. Bars, pills or liquids for the consumable goods or the beauty products, and it is a traditional medicine of China. So what are the benefits of this AGO? See, they are believing there are no scientific evidence, no proven scientific evidence that this AGO will have medical benefits. But they believe that this AGO will improve the immunity. It will also cure the anemia, also tumor suppression, and it will also be used as the anti-fatigue medicine. You can see the picture of AGO over here. See, this is the bars, kind of nutri-bars, and also pills. So this is about the AGO, which is a traditional medicine in China, which extracted from the donkey hides or the donkey skin. And now coming to the final topic, that is the Republic of the Congo. Yesterday we have seen this DRC, that is the Democratic Republic of the Congo, which is also known as the Congo Kinshasa. And this Congo, Republic of the Congo, popularly known as the Congo Brazzaville. This Brazzaville is the capital of this Congo. And it is a country in the Central Africa. It lies on equator. Its capital is Brazzaville, which also lies on this Congo River. It is also a francophone country, which means its official language is French. And its rivers include, along with the Congo, Ubangi, it's the territory of the Congo. It also has major rivers like Koilo and Niari. This Republic of Congo is a member of the United Nations, African Union, and the Non-Aligned Movement also. So here you can see the border countries of this Republic of the Congo, that is this DRC. And next here comes the Central African Republic. And next comes the Gabon here, Cameroon here. And also see Angola, that is the Cabinda, which is the exclave of this Angola. And Atlantic Ocean here. And here you can see the rivers. This is the Ubangi River, Lengu River, Sangha River, Likola River, Niari, and the Koilyu, which were drainage to this Atlantic Ocean. And here it is the Congo River on its eastern coast. So that's all for today. Thank you.